Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm your boy, Carrington Brown, and today I want to talk to y'all about Revolt. Right, yes, Diddy stuff, Revolt. But specifically, an interview that was on, I believe it was the last Revolt Conference. And so at the last Revolt Conference, what's my man name? Lil Romeo and Master P did a session, right? And they were talking about generational legacy. And so one story that Master P told was about he was in negotiations with a record label and they offered him $1 million, right? And so that's it. And so he turned the deal down because he said, if they're going to offer me $1 million, that means I'm more valuable than that. That means I'm worth more than that. And that's just the amount they're willing to give. And he said, I turned away $1 million knowing I didn't have no money at all. And now he's a billionaire. And so one thing that he said that really stuck out to me, and he was talking about business, but I want to talk to you guys about it as it pertains to dating relationships. But what he said was, you don't make deals when you're desperate. Right. When he said, when we're talking about business, when you're doing business deals, you never want to do a deal when you're desperate, because if you do a deal when you're desperate, you will allow yourself to settle for what shows up rather than wait for what you want. Now, let's talk about relationships. And y'all already hear where I'm going with this, right? Let's talk about relationships. In relationships, you never want to say yes to a relationship or a committed relationship, serious relationship, when you're at a place of desperation. And desperation can be loneliness. Desperation can be allowing yourself to walk and align your actions or what you're doing with the pressures that people are giving you. I had a client that I was speaking to a couple of days ago, and she had just got out of a relationship. And I was like, you know, what happened? And she was telling me what happened. And it was nothing just too major. But I was like, so, okay, you're single now. So what's the issue? And she said, well, I'm African. Okay. Me too. And she was like, no, I'm African. I was like, okay, cool. That's what's up. And she was like, no, the reason why I said this is because of this. If you're African, you're 30 years old, and you're not married or seriously dating anybody or have kids, there's a specific way that people look at you. And so after talking to her, what we came to the root of is this. The only reason why she was in a relationship that she wasn't even supposed to be in, and she said she knew she wasn't supposed to be in that relationship. The only reason why she was in that relationship is because she allowed herself to make decisions and actions based on the pressure of the people around her. And so desperation looks like that. Being desperate looks like saying, hey, my culture is pressuring me to do this. My environment is pressuring me to do this. Social media is pressuring me to do this. And so because I'm getting all this pressure, rather than standing 10 toes down and just walking through this the way that I want to, I'm going to succumb to the pressure and make decisions just to appease the opinions of people who really don't even care much about me. Right? So that's what desperation looks like. Desperation looks like saying, hey, my time is running out. And ladies, y'all got to stop this. My time is running out. I'm getting too old. All of my friends are in relationships, right? You got to stop allowing that to be the influence or the motivator for you to be a part of a relationship. Because I spoke about it a couple of videos ago, I believe. But it's like getting in a relationship with somebody who does not meet your standards is convenient. And when you're looking for convenience rather than covenant, that's good. When you're seeking convenience rather than true covenant, or even covenant inconvenience, right, it's going to cause you to run past red flags. And what's going to happen is you're going to make this commitment, make this covenant, passing up all these red flags. And then after you say I do, all of those issues and negative characteristics, qualities about these individuals are going to say I do right with him. And they're going to come into this marriage and they're going to destroy you. Point blank period. In a month, 2 months, 6 months, a year, 5 years, however long you choose to deal with it, you're going to experience these things until you either divorce them or they divorce you. Right? So we never want to run past red flags. But the greatest way to not run past red flags is to have standards, have expectations, and never say yes to a commitment or a relationship when you're desperate. Never do a deal when you're desperate. So if you just got out of a relationship, there's no need for you to jump back in a relationship. Stop, chill out, relax. Right? If you know you haven't healed from past wounds, from previous pains that you've gone through and experienced, there's no need for you to be in a relationship. You need to deal with what you need to deal with within yourself before you say yes to somebody else. Right? A couple of years ago when Ashley was doing the Single Safe Secure segment on her YouTube channel, a guy named Philip Wade came on, and one thing that he said that I still tell people is like, you want to make sure you get good one deep before you get too deep. If you ain't good by yourself, you really ain't gonna be good with nobody else, because your issues plus they issues mean double the issues. And I know it's two of y'all, but if y'all two broken people with a whole lot of broken issues, it ain't gonna be good, all right? So listen, never do a deal when you're desperate. Never allow yourself to say yes to a relationship when you're experiencing loneliness, when you're in a place or a state of comparison, when you're not in peace, when you're not healed from past experiences and circumstances. Don't allow yourself to get a part of a relationship or become a part of a relationship because of the pressure of the people around you. Don't do it, because that's going to set you up and that relationship up for failure. Thank y'all so much for tuning into this YouTube channel, this YouTube video. I hope and pray that it helped you and assist you. If you don't already, follow your boy on social media. I'm at TheCarringtonBrown on all social media platforms. If you have a question, comment, concern, topic that you want me to touch on in the comment box below, go ahead and write that thing. Let me know what it is that you want me to discuss or talk about. And also, if you've ever made a decision to get in a relationship based off of a place or state of desperation, and that looks like loneliness, or making decisions based off the pressure of people, comment below that you did that and also what the outcome of that relationship was. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I love y'all. Have a phenomenal day, and I'll holler at y'all later. Peace out.